Let's get into it. Let's get this party started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream. We're going to go straight into it. The OMAD diet, 1 meal a day diet. It's not really a diet, it's just an eating window. A different type of intermittent fasting is how I see it, to tell you the truth. And we're going to be going into a video here from a doctor that's going to give us the benefits from it. Today's my first day. I haven't eaten nothing all day. And I worked out. I did 4 miles in a 21-minute workout. So I ran 4 miles in a 21-minute free weight training workout. And I feel good. I'm only drinking water, black coffee, and green tea if necessary. But it's so far, my last cup of coffee was at 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. My last meal yesterday was at around 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Yeah, so it's perfect. Nothing. I've been fasting all day long. I still have 2 more hours to go, and that'll put me at a 23-hour fast. And it's not bad. It's not bad. But let me just tell you this right now. It's not bad because I've always done intermittent fasting anyways. I've always fasted till 2 p.m. All I needed was 5 more hours. And I got some stuff to do. And I'm going to give you guys the benefits that I'm already feeling just doing this just one day. I fasted around this much before, not intentionally. And like I said, I'm already trained under it. So if you're not trained under this, make sure you seek your doctor. Go ahead and get advice from your doctor before you do anything. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to use the word crazy because if you really think about it, back in the hunting and gathering days, this is how they used to eat just one time, because they used to hunt and gather. And they weren't hunting every time that they needed to eat. They hunt one time, they ate, and then they went and hunt again the next day until they actually got something, right? So we're going to see what this doctor here, his name is Dr. Nick Zerowski. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. He posted this video a year ago, but the OMAD is on 1 meal a day diet type of deal, intermittent fasting. And let's see what he says, right? Let's see what he says and see if we can pick something up from him. Let's go.
Hey Wellness Warrior, we often hear contradicting facts on the internet about the topic of 1 meal a day. Some will tell you that it's good for you and others will tell you that it's harmful for your body. As someone who's practiced 1 meal a day for many years, I'm going to share with you the surprising benefits that it's offered me and also what the science has to say about what it can do for your health. Eating only 1 meal a day is exactly what it sounds like. You remain in a fasted state all day long and then you eat, well, just 1 meal. And you can guess that because you're only eating 1 meal, it's going to be a pretty big one.
And that's the thing. The whole 1 meal, you have 1 hour. It's 23-hour fasting and 1 hour eating window. So my hour is going to be 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. I already have my first meal. It's a nut butter, like almond butter sandwich with banana. That's gonna be my first meal. I think it's around 180, around close to 300 calories. I'm gonna be consuming around 1,500 calories, so that's already 300. I still have 1,200 calories to consume once I get home. Once I get home, I'm gonna have a 80-20 beef patty burger with 3 eggs, some coconut oil, and another piece of fruit, some vegetables as well, adding up. I'm going to make sure that it adds up to around 1,500 calories. And the reason why I'm consuming 1,500 calories is because I'm going to lose a little bit of weight. If I was just maintaining, then I will be consuming around 2,000 calories.
And you're going to eat this big meal over a 1 to 2 hour period. Another way that we could describe this is that you would fast for about 22 hours during the day, and you would eat all your food within a 2-hour period. So why in the world would anybody do this? Well, you would do it for the health benefits, of course. So let's look at all the ways that you can benefit from eating just one meal a day.
So there you have it, health benefits, which is true. Like I said, right now I'm using it. I want to experience the health benefits, but I'm also doing it just to stay at a calorie deficit. Like I said, I'm on a 1,500 calorie deficit, and my menus would have been 2,000. If I just wanted to do it just for the health benefits, I could have been consuming 2,000 calories in that 1 hour eating window.
Now, a reason I really love one meal a day is because it is so great for fat loss. As you get in the pattern of fasting for prolonged periods of time, day after day, your body is forced to burn fat for energy after all the stored sugar is used up in the body. As you begin to burn fat for energy, you'll notice that your waistline shrinks over time.
And that can be true because you deplete all your carbohydrate, glucose, glycogen, energy storages, and then your body goes into the ketogenic, right? The ketones energy source. And the ketones are the ones that are used mainly from fat, the good fat.
And almost immediately, you'll notice that you have less bloating and you start to get leaner when you start practicing one meal a day.
Which is true, and that's because you haven't ate all day. You're not going to get inflammation. You're going to be continually burning calories throughout the day. So yeah, you might lose a good amount of water weight, right? Because carbohydrates are also going to be holding water once you first consume. If your first meal of the day is carbohydrates or anything like that, and you drink water throughout the day, you're going to be retaining more water because of the high carbohydrates.
One of the great benefits of using this method for fat loss that nobody ever talks about is that it's muscle sparing. So unlike most diet strategies that exist, you will burn fat, but you will maintain your lean muscle mass. This is why one meal a day is one of the healthiest things you can do in order to improve your overall body composition.
Man. Wow. So it spares your muscle, and it can be because of that. The body goes into a state of sparing, right? Sparing and holding back from anything getting burnt up.
Our next top benefit of one meal a day is that it dramatically improves your metabolic hormone sensitivity, which is wildly important for your overall health.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now, I feel pretty awake, like I have all this energy, and I know why I feel this way. I keep forgetting that after you eat, your blood drops from your brain onto your stomach to start digesting. Since I don't have anything in my stomach to digest, I still have all that blood going through my system, through my circulation, brain, muscles, heart, it's everywhere, and instead of just in my stomach, you being utilized to digest. So I think that's why, and I do feel more energized than usual. Like I said, my first meal is usually at 2 p.m. After 2 p.m., oh man, I actually honestly don't really want to do anything.
Let's take insulin, for example. If insulin becomes resistant, then you develop prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. If the metabolic hormone leptin becomes resistant, then you don't get the proper signals to your brain to tell you to stop eating. You would overeat all the time. And if you have this metabolic hormone imbalance that affects ghrelin, well, ghrelin is a hormone that will tell you to continuously eat. And you could only imagine trying to get your health under control with that metabolic hormone mess happening in your body. Eating only once a day resets your metabolic hormones and balances them. This will give you a much better quality of life, improve your physiology, and lower your risk of developing a health condition like type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or even fatty liver. In terms of all the great things that we can do for our health, this is a low-hanging fruit that almost anybody can implement for free. When we look at all the comorbidities and health conditions that people face today, this counteracts most of them. And this is why you can benefit from one meal a day. Improved energy and focus is the next huge benefit that I love.
That's the one that I'm experiencing right now. Improved energy and focus. Man, and I actually took a 30-minute nap earlier. And after my nap, I'm usually like kind of groggy, like it's hard for me to get back in action, come about 100%. It's hard to get there. It's hard to get there. And today, right now, I'm like all for it. I actually feel really good. Seriously.
How many times in your life have you experienced low energy in the afternoon? Brain fog, lack of motivation, and the feeling that you just need a quick nap? Well, one meal a day increases your energy and counteracts all of those things due to multiple factors.
Yeah, and the reason I take a 30-minute nap is because I get up at 4 a.m. in the morning every day because I run the boot camp here in the gym, Manny's Gym and Boot Camp. We have a 5 a.m., we have a 5:30 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we have a 6:30 p.m. On Tuesday and Thursday, we have a 5 a.m. and a 6:30 p.m. So 4 a.m., wake up and run through the whole day, do my thing, and then I usually take a nap around 4 p.m. So, but man, I feel good right now.
One way is that you'll have balanced blood sugar throughout the day. Highs and lows with your blood sugar is going to create highs and lows with the metabolic hormone insulin. So when you eat a meal and you get an insulin surge, it's very energy demanding, making you very tired.
Yeah, and that's the thing, insulin, the hormones, leptin and ghrelin, man, those are the ones that everybody's continually having trouble with if they're out of place, if they're just, in balance. Man, sometimes you're hungry, sometimes you're not, sometimes you're just thirsty, you're all over the place.
Well, if you're fasting all day, this certainly isn't going to happen. Now, the other reason we get really tired throughout the day is because we do something that's very energy demanding, and that's digestion. So
there it is. That's it right there. And that's kind of one of the main reasons why I also did intermittent fasting from all day long until 2 p.m. because I get more done when I'm in an empty stomach. I'm not digesting or anything like that. So this is why.
So if you think of the average person who's consuming 3 meals a day plus a lot of snacks in between, you are devoting a lot of your energy resources towards that process. With fasting, of course, you're going to be able to use your energy in other ways. Now, you're also going to notice that your brain has a lot more energy because with fasting, what happens is you increase something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And
brain-derived neurotrophic factor. I'm going to have to do some research on that one because that's exactly what it is if I want to know in more detail, more scientifically.
With this, you're going to notice that you have an
increases cognitive performance and protects the brain as you age.
Increase in cognitive performance, and it's also been shown to protect the brain as you age. This next benefit could be the biggest and most important benefit that you'll receive from one meal a day, and that is activating autophagy regularly. Now, autophagy is a process where old, unhealthy, broken down cells, and maybe even cancerous cells, are recycled and utilized to make new healthy cells. Autophagy is activated through fasting and has incredible benefits for anti-aging and fighting off disease. Now, here's a question everybody asks me. At what time do I enter into autophagy? What magic hour is it? Well, the fact is, it's different for everybody. And I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, it 100% depends on your current state of health and what you're eating during your eating window. Now, if you're somebody who has type 2 diabetes, or maybe you're even pre-diabetic, there's a good chance that you will not enter into autophagy by doing one meal a day. Also, if you're somebody who's eating processed foods and lots of carbs and sugar during your eating window, you also will likely not enter into autophagy during one meal a day. But as you practice this method and you become more metabolically flexible, you continue to clean up your diet day after day, then there's no doubt that you can get into the state where you're receiving the benefits from autophagy regularly. And look, your diet won't always be perfect. Your eating strategy won't always be perfect, but it's not what we do 10% of the time that shapes our health. It's what we do the other 90% of our life. I've been following a healthy lifestyle for many years, and sometimes I get off track. You know what? Because life happens. But when I do, I reset, I recalibrate, I refocus, and I get back on track. And I always know that the amazing health benefits of one meal a day will help me hit my goals. Now, here's a benefit of one meal a day that's kind of a hidden benefit, and that is that it makes eating easy.
That is true. You don't have to really worry too much. I spend some time cooking, my meals. After 2, I'm cooking my meals. I eat around 2 to 3 meals from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I don't like cook. I hate cooking. It takes up a lot of time. So yeah, one time, we're good.
Many people struggle to prepare food and make good food choices throughout the day. Let's say you're at work and you're stressed and you end up just grabbing the nearest fast food. Or maybe you're bored and you just start mindlessly snacking. When you only have to focus on one meal and you only have to prepare one meal, it makes it so much easier to make better nutritional choices, but also stay on track with the proper calorie intake. Now, here's a couple quick tips that will really help you find more success with one meal a day. When following one meal a day, the approved drinks are going to be black coffee, black tea, sparkling water, electrolytes, and also apple cider vinegar. Always make sure that you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. This is a big mistake people make. And also, if you find that your energy is low, then add in some electrolytes, and this will help bring your energy back up. I'll put a link in the description to the electrolytes that I use daily. One meal a day does not have to be practiced every day of the week. The best method is to combine one meal a day with 16-8 intermittent fasting.
There it is right there. That's exactly what I'm doing. And that's the one that I do, the 16-8, 2 to 8. So I was actually doing the 18-6. I was doing 18-6, fasting for 18, and I had a 6-hour eating window. The 16-8 is one of the normal ones. Not too crazy, not too easy either, but it does the work. So yeah, combining these two, this is outstanding.
And alternate between the two. During your eating window, you should focus on eating nutrient-dense whole foods, low amounts of carbohydrates, and stay as sugar-free as possible. The cleaner you eat during your eating window, the easier the fast will be. And as always, I'm Dr. Zarowski, and it's been a pleasure educating you on how to take control of your health now.
That is fantastic. I agree with all that. And I've been doing intermittent fasting for many years as well. It's always been good to me. It's just a way of life. It's not a magic tool to lose weight or this and that. It does help you when you do the calorie deficit, when you're eating a little bit less calories than what you consume, right? So there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video right there. If you guys like it, hit that like button so I can make more of the ones that you guys like. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'll see you on the next video. Mind, body, and strive.